Signature. We welcome you to IIJS Signature 2023, Murmuration of Starlings. Ladies and gentlemen, the Council, we have always been blessed and privileged to have been led by men of vision and dynamism. I shall now request Chairman of German Jewellery Export Promotion Council, Sri Vipul Shah, who continues this legacy of dynamism and vision, to welcome us all to IIJS Signature 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Vipul Shah.
Chief Guest for IIJS Signature 2023, Srimati Anupriya Patel, Honorable Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Guest of Honor, Srimati Poonamji Mahajan, Member of Parliament, and Sri MP Ahmed, Chairman, Malabar Gold and Diamonds, Sri R. Arulanandan, Director, Department of Commerce, my colleagues on the dais, colleagues from the COA, members from the trade, media and friends, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you and warm welcome to the 15th edition of IIJS Signature organized by the Gems and Jewellery Export Promotion Council of India. The industry is glad to have two of the prominent women leaders of our country amongst us here today. On this unique event of the industry, if you may remember, Madam Anupriya ji, you had inaugurated IIJS Premier virtually at Bengaluru in the year 2021. Today, we are happy to have you here in person along with Poonam ji, who is a great supporter of our industry. She is always there for us and we are proud to have such a distinguished leader nurture the well-being of our sector. Mr. MP Ahmed, in my opinion, you are the pioneer to the retail Indian handmade jewelry abroad in an organized manner. What can be better than have you with us to inaugurate the first mega jewelry show of the year? The steps taken by the government to empower women has been commendable, and this can be witnessed by the leadership roles played by women in the government and other verticals across sectors. We have two shining examples amongst us today. You will be happy to know that IIJS Signature, we have a special section for budding designers and women entrepreneurs to showcase their talent, thus giving them the opportunity to connect and network with thousands of domestic and international buyers. IIJS
Anupriya Patel.
A very good morning and a very happy New Year 2023, all of you. We have all met for a very beautiful reason in the beginning of the year, which is the India International Jewelry Show, Signature 2023, Sexpo. My very esteemed colleague, Srimati Poonam Mahajan, who you just heard, we've been together for 2 terms of Lok Sabha now. Sri Vipul Shah, Chairman, Gems and Jewellery Export Promotion Council. Sri MP Ahmed, Chairman, Malabar Gold and Diamond. Sri Kirit Bhansali, Vice Chairman, Gems and Jewellery EPC. Sri Meera Bhansali, who's the convener of this national exhibition. Sri Sabyasachi Ray, ED TJEPC, and Sri R. London, Director, Department of Commerce, Government of India. My friends from the media, industry leaders, and distinguished participants. It is a matter of great delight for me to be here with you, to join you, and inaugurate this India International Jewelry Show, Signature 2023. This is the 15th edition So it has almost become like a legacy because hosting such a huge event, and every year, as I heard the chairman, the scale and magnitude of this exhibition has been increasing. So it's amazing to see how the exhibition has grown in its scale and magnitude. I am very glad to join you all and inaugurate this event. And as I learned, this is one of the biggest B2B shows, and the participation that we are going to see over the course of 5 years for which the event has been planned. There are more than 1,300 exhibitors, there are more than 2,500 booths, and 25,000 people who are coming here to participate. There is also participation from 50 countries, and above everything, I have heard many innovative features have been added to this exhibition this year. We've created a special booth for women entrepreneurs. There's another special booth for the budding jewelry designers. There is also an arrangement for expert interactive sessions. And most importantly, it's a green expo. So everything that we see here, the energy is coming from the green sources. Solar panels have been installed. And we all know how passionate Honorable Prime Minister is about having an economy and an environment which is free of carbon emissions. Just today I was reading the cabinet took a very important decision of launching the green hydrogen mission worth 20,000 crore. So in that backdrop, the effort that the GJEPC has made in keeping this whole 5-day expo as a green event is truly laudable, and I put my appreciation on record for holding it in such an environment-friendly manner. I would also like to commend the efforts of a few of our passionate friends who were awarded here, who were felicitated here by the chairman, and who have been extremely instrumental in managing this big show in such a beautiful way. Ladies and gentlemen, I heard several countries, chairman was mentioning USA, UK, Hong Kong, Japan, Malaysia, Singapore, and many other names he took. So we have participants, we have overseas buyers coming and visiting this exhibition over the next 5 days. And I'm sure this will not just provide an opportunity to our Indian jewelry manufacturers to showcase their versatile jewelry. Also, it will be able to create some handsome business and cater to the needs of the buyers at the domestic and the international front. So congratulations once again for having this wonderful exhibition here. I have had the opportunity of inaugurating it virtually, but this is the first time I am physically here. Of course, COVID made things difficult for us. But now, as we see the momentum, the way it is growing, I am sure we'll be able to increase the potential of export for the gems and jewelry sector also to a great extent in times to come, because gems and jewelry is one of the very prominent sectors insofar as India's exports are concerned. Last year in 2021-22, we made a merchandise export worth $422 billion. The target which was set for our department was only $400 billion, but we were able to achieve $422 billion of merchandise exports, and that too much ahead of the target date. And if you club it with the services export, it was collectively $676 billion. And there are a few prominent sectors which contribute majorly to this big targets that we achieved. And gems and jewelry is one of those very prominent sectors. So it not just contributes 7% to India's GDP, but also 9% to India's exports. And around $40 billion worth of exports have been made by this sector, which is a huge employment generator as well. About 5 million people, skilled, semi-skilled, are getting their bread and butter out of this sector. And we just heard our guest of honor, Srimati Poonam Mahajan, how happy and excited she was about the Gems and Jewelry Park, which is coming up here in the state and which is expected to generate an employment for about 1 lakh people. So this is a sector which is labor intensive. This is the sector which actually becomes a source of providing bread and butter to people. So this is very important for India's economy. And interestingly, we do not have very significant domestic production of raw materials, but India, ladies and gentlemen, you are all experts from the field. You know that we are a leader in diamond processing, and 94% of the cut and polished diamonds are made here, and only 6% of them are domestically consumed. Even on the other segments of the gems and jewelry, whether it is gold jewelry or silver jewelry or other colored precious stones, India has emerged as the second largest exporter. And our silver jewelry per se, they're known for their design lines, their finish, everything. So this event provides a great opportunity to be able to showcase that talent, that expertise, that skill to so many of our international participants also who will be here for the next 5 days. This sector, because we tend to make a review of whether our exports in different sectors are moving on track or not. So when we did the media review in November, our gems and jewelry sector has performed quite well. About a $26 billion worth of exports have already been laid by this sector. There may be a little slow speed because of COVID issues, but the sector is doing well, and we are very hopeful that this year also, when we expect India will be able to make even better exports, merchandise and services collectively, better than what we performed last year, which was only 676. Gems and jewelry would be one of the sectors contributing significantly to this summit. And ladies and gentlemen, you are also aware of the two very important FTAs recently concluded. One, the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement between India and UAE, and the other, the ECTA between India and Australia. The first consignment was flagged off to UAE on the 1st of May when it came into force. And I'm very happy to say that the overall exports to UAE have increased by 20%, and the gems and jewelry export to UAE after the implementation of the India-UAE SEPA have increased to 25%. So we have already started reaping the benefits of the FTAs which are being concluded by the Ministry of Commerce. Also in terms of the India-Australia ECTA, which came into effect on 29th of December 2022, my dear friends, the duty on gold, silver and imitation jewelry which we exported to Australia earlier used to be 5%, which has been brought down to 0%. So we get zero duty access now for our exporters, for our products, and it is expected that particularly for the gems and jewelry export sector, we'll be able to enhance our exports from the current $350 million to $800 million within the next 2 years. Also, the chairman also spoke about, Mr. Goel keeps talking about this, we are very much ahead in negotiating the next two FTAs with UK and Canada. And hopefully, by the end of this year, we'll have some good news for you. So those will also offer opportunities to our exporters, including your sector, to boost the exports in the sector to UK and Canada as well. All I want to say is Government of India and the Ministry of Commerce under the able leadership of Honorable Commerce and Industry Minister, Shri Piyush Goyal ji, we are making
Dios Everybody out here, when in the morning I'm seeing a lot of transactions happening, people are negotiating, all that is good. But we all have to almost relive the reason why we're here in this business. And just think about it importantly. The business of diamond is very unique, is very rare. We are in the business of not selling VVS, VS, eye color, certain fluorescent, not fluorescents. We are purely and only in the business of emotions. And never miss that out. Because when in your retail store, a customer is coming in, and I will talk about why a customer should be moved away from a customer to an end client, because it's important, but when he or she comes in, they're coming to spend the most memorable occasion of their life. और हम लोग कई बार क्या करते हैं